We knew before we brought Jasmine home that we wanted to harness train her. We live in a small apartment and we wanted her to be able to explore the outdoors safely. She was only 10 weeks old when we adopted her, and we got the smallest harness size available, and it was just adorable. Hi YouTube! Someone left a comment asking if I could make a video with some tips on harness training a kitten. So I put together a list of things that worked for us when we were getting Jasmine used to her harness. Hope this helps. The first thing we did was leave the harness out so it would feel and smell familiar to her. We would sometimes gently use the harness to play with her or play with something near the harness to normalise it and get her to interact with it. The harness we have secures with large velcro tabs, so we also practiced ripping those off so she got used to the sound. But if your harness has a clip or something, you could practice doing that up and then undoing it so your cat gets used to those sounds. The next thing we did was drape the harness over her without doing it up, just placing it on her back, and we did this while giving her a treat so she would associate the harness with a positive experience. The next step is to properly put the harness on and done up, just for a very brief time, even like 30 seconds or a minute, and just like before, do this while giving them a treat or their favourite food. As they start to get more comfortable wearing the harness, you can slowly increase the length of time they're in it for. We liked to take the harness off while she was eating a treat at the end of the harness wearing session, so the whole experience was positive for her and it wasn't annoying or bothersome for her to have the harness taken off. The one we use has velcro straps, like I mentioned, which make a bit of a kind of crunchy ripping sound, so we wanted her to be eating or distracted while that sound was happening so she wouldn't be bothered by it. As they start to wear the harness for longer periods of time in your home, like 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time, you can engage them with activities to distract them from focusing too much on the fact that they're wearing the harness, like playing or chasey, whatever your cat likes to do. Jasmine loves playing with wand toys and little toy mice, and we found a lot of success at this stage getting her engaged with play. We would put the harness on her and she would be really dramatic and fall over and forget how to walk and just be a total drama queen. And then we'd bring out a toy, and as soon as she started playing, her legs would magically work again and she forgot all about the fact that she was wearing the harness. When your cat is comfortable wearing the harness at home, you can go for a test walk. I'd recommend going somewhere newish but still safe and enclosed if possible, just for your peace of mind. Something like a garage or a courtyard or a room that your cat isn't usually allowed to go in would be good options. You want to see how they are in a new environment wearing the harness, because that's what it will be when you take them outside. And the last step is to take them on their first big walk. Just a short one so your cat doesn't get overwhelmed, and you can show them that they're safe and they always come home to safety at the end of a walk. You don't want to take your cat for multiple hours to a new place for their first time outside. They might freak out, like, where is my house? Am I homeless? What's going on? So just a short one and see how they go, and you can always go on longer walks in future. For the location, in my experience, cats like places that do have some kind of cover, like bushes or long grass, so they can shelter and have a look around at first without being too exposed. But our cat has also loved digging in the sand and running around at the beach, walking around on open grassy fields or along paths, and climbing trees. The time of day you take your cat for a walk does matter. We've taken Jasmine to a park in her sleepy afternoon time and she has barely gotten out of her bag, and then we took her at dusk one day to the exact same place and she got the zoomies and climbed about 15 trees, and we had to chase her the whole time. So don't write a place off if they don't love it the first time. They just might not be in the right mood. Have a think about how you're going to get to the park or wherever it is you're wanting to take your cat for a walk. Some people might have a reserve or a park right next to their house, in which case you can just walk right out your door. But I think a lot of people, especially in cities, might have a bit of travel involved. you could carry your cat in your arms if it's a short way. We have a cat backpack that's a bit of a tongue twister. We put Jasmine in to take her on short walks, and we also sometimes take her in her backpack in the car to get to places. So yeah, I think that's all I could think of for now. Let me know if you have any more questions.